How to burn belly fat extremely fast. 5 important tips. Now, I used to look like this, but thankfully I've lost some weight since then. Hi guys, I'm Steve, and in this video I'm going to be giving you 5 important tips to help you burn belly fat extremely fast. Now, I've lost over 100 pounds and I've gone from this to this. So I know a thing or two about weight loss and how to burn belly fat. But in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 5 top tips to help you burn belly fat extremely fast. Number 1, follow a keto diet. Okay, so what's a keto diet? This is going to be something that is low in carb, moderate in protein, and high in dietary fat. Nutrition is going to be responsible for about 90% of the changes in our body. You may have heard the old saying, 10% happens in the gym, 90% happens in the kitchen. And that actually holds true. Okay, so what are the numbers? What do you need to follow to be on the keto diet or to go into ketosis? You probably remember being told about the food pyramid when you were younger, and that looks something like 60% of your daily calories coming from carbs, 30% coming from protein, and 10% coming from fat. The keto diet turns this on its head, and for good reason. The numbers you should be looking for keto or to go into ketosis are 75% of your calories should be coming from fat, 20% from protein, and about 5% from carbs. Now, that is quite the difference. This will vary from person to person, so do what works best for you. But that is a great starting point. So the goal of keto is to get into ketosis. This is when the body burns fat for fuel. Let me explain. We know that calories are fuel for our bodies, but that fuel comes from 2 main sources, glucose and ketones. The one most people use today is glucose. This is called a sugar burning mode and primarily comes from carbs. When we eat a lot of carbs, we use glucose as a fuel source, as it is very easy to use and our body will use it as fuel rather than fats if it can. This is why carbohydrate intake must be low on a ketogenic diet. The other source, ketones, are produced when glucose levels fall and your body has access to fat, either in the form of stored body fat, which sounds great, or dietary fat. This is known as fat burning mode. Now I know what you're thinking. Eating more fat is going to mean I burn stored body fat? That doesn't seem right. And I was exactly the same. But keto has helped me lose over 100 pounds, and that is why it's number 1 on my list for how to burn belly fat extremely fast. Number 2, knowing your numbers. Now, I touched on this in a previous video, so I won't go too into depth here, but I'll link it up above if you guys want to check that out for a more comprehensive overview. But basically, to lose weight, you need to be in a caloric deficit. You have a caloric deficit, caloric maintenance, and caloric surplus. A caloric surplus is when you're eating more calories than your body needs and will therefore put on weight. Caloric maintenance is when you're eating just the right amount of calories to maintain your body weight. And then there is caloric deficit. Now this is the name of the game when trying to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, you must be in a caloric deficit, and there are 2 ways of achieving this. Number 1 is eat less, and this is probably going to be the first point of call if you're trying to lose weight. Now the reason for this is because it's going to be so much easier for you guys to remove those couple of cans of soda and those couple of bags of chips or chocolate bars than it is to jump on the treadmill and try and run all that off. What I like to tell people is go and eat that chocolate bar that you know you shouldn't be eating, or that burger that's packed full of calories that tastes so good but you know it's not good for you. then the next day I want you to jump on the treadmill and try and run those calories off. All of a sudden, them foods don't appeal to you as much, and you start switching them out for healthier options. You sub that burger for a salad. Now, the second way you can create this deficit is to exercise. And that brings us on to number 3, exercise. Now, don't be put off by this word. It makes some people begin to panic just thinking about it. But all I'm suggesting is to start to become more active. This could mean taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or going for a walk after lunch. And you may be thinking, is walking going to help me get the job done? Help me lose weight? Well, let me tell you that it most certainly is. Walking is a fantastic form of exercise and has a very low risk of injury associated with it. As well as this, when you are walking for long periods, you really start to target that unwanted fat. And that is why this is going to be great at burning belly fat extremely fast. Number 4, water. I've spoken before about the importance of drinking a lot of water when trying to lose weight and trying to burn that belly fat. Now, the connection with drinking more water and losing weight is fascinating. In a recent study over a 12-month period involving overweight women, they found that drinking an extra litre of water a day resulted in an extra 5 pounds of fat loss. Now, since these women didn't change their lifestyles, didn't go on a diet, or even start exercising, the results are pretty staggering. Water alone is an amazing tool for burning belly fat. In adults, resting energy expenditure has been shown to increase by 24 to 30% within 10 minutes of drinking water, and this lasts for up to an hour. Imagine what you could do if you put all of these tips together. Imagine where you could be this time next year. And we still have one more important tip to go. Number 5, sleep. The relationship between sleep and body weight is a very complex one that is still not fully understood. But there does seem to be a pretty clear correlation between a good night's sleep and burning belly fat. Several potential links have emerged that highlight the potential weight loss benefits of getting a good night's rest and the negative impacts of sleep deprivation. In one study, men who got 4 hours of sleep had increased ghrelin and decreased leptin compared to those who got 10 hours of sleep. This may lead to increased appetite and diminished feelings of fullness in people who are sleep deprived. Getting adequate quality sleep is an important part of a healthy weight loss plan. Research has also shown that losing sleep while dieting can reduce the amount of weight lost and encourage overeating. So to really burn belly fat extremely fast, remember that a good night's sleep is a crucial part of the puzzle. Now, earlier on we spoke about walking. If you guys want to see a video where I tell you how to use walking to obliterate your waistline, then click the link on the left hand side. Apart from that, I'm Steve, this is Life at the Whitehouse, beware the donut goblin, and I'll see you again in that one. Cheers guys.